Hello everyone! Are you excited to make a craft with me today? You are? Perfect, because I'm excited to make one with you. And what makes this craft very special, it's for Valentine's Day. And do you remember what we do on Valentine's Day? We celebrate the ones we love. That's right, we show them we love them. And the way we can show we love them is by making them or getting them a Valentine. And today, we are going to be making one that you can give away to someone you really love. We're going to be making a love bug. So, we have to start with making the body of our bug first. That's going to be our step number 1. Do you think you can help me with that? I knew I asked the right artist today. So all we need is some construction paper. I chose pink, but maybe you can choose whatever color's your favorite, or the color that the person you're giving the Valentine to, maybe their favorite color as well. Whatever you like. So I'm gonna start with my construction paper and grab a marker or a pencil, and I'm going to draw out the shape of my love bug so that when I cut it, I can cut around the lines. All right, now I have a question for you. Do you know what a ladybug is? Maybe you've seen them fly around in the sky when it's summer or spring. They're red and have little black dots all over their body. So we are going to be drawing a shape very similar to a ladybug. You want to help me? We're going to start with making a half circle so that our ladybug can be round on top. And then we need to draw a flat line to connect. Here we go. Perfect. Now we have the body of our love bug. Our next part is to cut it out. Now, you may have to ask somebody for help. So make sure if you need to have a grown-up help you, you stop right here and you ask for help, okay? Now what we're going to do is cut around the lines that we drew. All right, here we go. Time to cut out our love bug. Now we have to go around the half circle. Good thing we have these lines here so we can have a beautifully round love bug. I'm excited to see how it turns out. And there we go. We have our love bug body. Now we're ready for our second step. All right, now it's time for our step number 2. Our love bug needs a head. So we have to draw a circle. Now I'm grabbing another piece of construction paper to help us. You can choose any color. I'm gonna choose red. So I'm gonna start by drawing a circle for the head. Are we ready? All right, here we go. Perfect. Now I have one circle. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the head of my love bug. And next, we are going to be cutting out some legs for our love bug too. It's starting to come around. I'm very excited for this love bug. I'm trying to think about who I'm going to give the love bug to. Somebody I definitely care a lot about. Now it's time to cut out the legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a rectangle, and it's going to be pretty thick. So I'm gonna cut, and then cut straight across. This is going to make cutting the legs a lot easier because all we have to do is cut 3 strips for the 3 legs. So here goes 1, and then we're gonna cut this one right in half for 2. Now we have our 3 legs and the head of our love bug. Now we have to put it all together. So we need one more supplies to help us, and that's glue. So what I'm going to do is first start off with the head, and the head is gonna go right there on our love bug. So I see that I need to draw, or put the glue rather, right here on the corner. I'm gonna do a nice circle so that the glue really holds our bug's head on there. All right, now this next step is part of my favorite. So we're going to press really hard. Can you help me do that to make sure that the glue hangs really tight onto that head so that head doesn't go anywhere when you give it away? So we'll pat, 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 and there we go. A lovely head for our love bug. Now it's time to add our legs. So what I like to do is flip our bug over so that we can glue our legs onto the back like this. Now it's time to grab our glue stick again, and we'll put our glue right on the legs like that. And then I'm just gonna flip them over and press, 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 press once again. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the next two. And here we go, our last one. And we did it. I'm ready to see what it looks like when we flip it over. 1, 2, 3. This looks amazing. Our love bug is really coming together. Now, I'm really excited to move on to step number 3. All right, now it's time for step number 3. And so far, we have the body of our love bug. Now earlier, I said our love bug is kind of like a ladybug. And ladybugs have spots. We're going to be adding spots onto our love bug. But since it's a love bug, our spots are actually going to be in the shape of hearts. So now it's time for us to grab another sheet of construction paper. Woohoo! We got purple now, I'm excited. And we're going to draw 4 hearts. Can you help me draw 4 hearts? All right, here we go. We have 1 heart, 2 hearts, 3 hearts, and then 1 more, 4 hearts. And now I can cut them out, just like we did for the body, the head, and the legs. So let's start with 1 heart. I think this is the first one I'm gonna cut out right here. I'm excited to add some purple to our love bug. It's going to be very nice and colorful. I'm excited to see how yours turns out too. I bet you have picked out some lovely colors. Now we have our first heart. Where should I add our heart onto? I think here might be the perfect spot. So all we have to do is grab our handy dandy glue stick, and I'm gonna cover the back of our heart. Make sure there's a ton of glue because we don't want our hearts to fall off. And now we're gonna add it here. And remember, we're gonna press down, press down. And there we go, the grand reveal of our first spot on our love bug. All right, now it's on to step number 4, our last step in our love bug adventures. Now, we've worked on the body of our love bug. We've added some feet and some legs, and then we have our heart spots. Now, look at that head. Is it missing something? I think it's missing maybe a smile. I always like to start with a smile because smiles make me very happy. And when we smile at someone, we definitely show them that we like them, right? Now, do we think our love bug is missing anything else on its head? That's right, maybe some eyes, because our love bug wants to see who you're giving him to. So I'm gonna flip it my way so I can draw some heart eyes to make it a little bit more festive. We have 1 heart. Now it's on to our second heart. Oh, perfect. Look at that love bug now. Now, It's really coming together, but I think for it to be a real love bug, it needs antennas on the top of its head. Will you help me cut out some antennas? Perfect, we need 2 long pieces, just like we have for the legs. So I am going to grab our purple piece of construction paper. And remember how we cut a long rectangle for the legs? We're gonna do the same thing now for our antennas. So we're going to just have one long strip. It needs to just be enough for our 2 antennas to go on the top of our bug's head. So what I'll do is I'll cut that right in half. And now I'm gonna flip the love bug over. Remember how we glued the legs on? We're going to do the same thing now to the antennas. So I'll grab my handy dandy glue stick and I'll start putting some glue on there. And then we can go ahead and flip them over and press, 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 press. Using all my super strength. And now I'm going to flip this one over and the same thing one more time, press, 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 press. And I'm excited to see what our love bug looks like now. Oh my goodness me. We have 2 antennas right on top, but I think they're missing something. I have 2 cotton balls we can use to put them right on top. Maybe you have some colorful ones at home too. So what we're going to do is add, that's right, our glue. It's time for our glue one more time. And remember those muscles we were using earlier to really press down? Well, guess what? We're gonna have to use it one more time and really press down with our cotton balls because we don't want them to go anywhere, do we? And we're gonna press, press, press. Maybe we can count to 4 together and then we can let go. You wanna help me? 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. We have our antennas on there. And look at that, our lovely love bug. I could have not done this without you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope that you make a love bug very soon to give away to someone you love.